So hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Amanda, for speaking again. It's great to have you back. Amanda is passionate about coaching and inspiring students, women, and purpose-driven professionals to communicate with confidence and achieve their greatest potential. She uses her proven track record of success with the job search, sales, and her entire career to teach you how to land your dream job, build a wildly successful career, and get paid what you deserve. Well, good luck with your presentation, Amanda, and thanks for being back again.
Thanks, Alex. Really appreciate it. And thanks, everyone, for joining me today. Happy, what day is it? Is it Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. It's always sort of hard to remember which day it is. Okay, so I'm going to move through my introduction quite quickly because I really want to share my secrets to a wildly successful job search. There's so many secrets, but today I'm going to focus on 3 key secrets. Okay, to start, I believe in participation, engagement, conversation. That's my thing. I'm not really big into the lecture style presentation. So I'm going to have you chatting with me. Chatting on using the chat is a great way to stand out if you're looking for a job. It's a great way to build relationships. Okay, so what is one challenge you're facing with your job search? So this could be strategy, mindset, confidence, resumes, cover letters, interview prep, interviews and selling yourself, networking, LinkedIn. Okay, so one challenge. Just go ahead and pop that in the chat. Okay, we all face challenges. There's no one that has an easy time with the job search, at least when you're earlier on in your career or further on in your career. Okay, cover letters. Yes, cover letters are, I don't know anyone that loves cover letters. I will teach you a couple tricks for success for cover letters. So any other challenges? Networking, that's another big one. Totally hear you on that. So a brief introduction. I want to start talking about my values because my values are one of the things that is most important to me. I'm incredibly empathetic. I'm all about honesty and integrity, hard work, and impact. And so I actually do specifically work with professionals building careers with impact or purpose-driven careers. My background in a nutshell, I was born and raised in Toronto. I went to a fantastic business school at Western University, very grateful and privileged to attend that business school, specialized in entrepreneurship. I spent half of my career working in nonprofit and international development in East Africa and the Caribbean. I worked on women's entrepreneurship programs and youth programs. I then transitioned into the tech startup world, and I worked in for-profit social enterprises and tech startups. I worked in sales. I became the top sales rep, and I became incredibly passionate about coaching professionals and women and young people on how to build relationships, communicate with confidence, pitch, sell yourself, negotiate, and get what you deserve. So that's sort of everything that I teach and coach is about helping you achieve your greatest potential. The business that I run, Athari, is a social enterprise. Pop in the chat if you know what a social enterprise is. You can put a yes, a no, a maybe, a not sure. I'll run through this quickly. A social enterprise is a blend between a nonprofit and a for-profit organization. It is all about making money and making a difference at the same time. It is a more sustainable organization. Sometimes nonprofits face a ton of challenges. I know this from being in that industry, and it's not always the most sustainable. I use a business model as a force for good. I use a better business model with greater accountability and transparency and impact. And social enterprise is all about creating companies and businesses that are better for employees, the community, the environment, and financially as well. So Athari, my business, is a social enterprise. We are not just here to make money. We're all about a triple bottom line. Okay, so that's just a brief introduction to social entrepreneurship. I want to talk about our purpose before we get into the 3 secrets. This is my purpose, okay? I have 3 purpose statements. I want you to pop in the chat, what is your purpose with your career goal, your career mission, your career purpose, your life purpose. If you don't have 100% clarity on this, just drop in the chat some of your passions, some of your interests. One of the most important ways to get the dream job and the best job and the job that you deserve and the job that's going to bring you happiness, fulfillment, passion, and success is to do what you love and to do what you're passionate about. So pop in the chat because you want as many people to know what you're passionate about as possible. So pop in the chat. What is your purpose? What are you passionate about? What do you want to do with your career? What impact do you want to make in the world? Okay, are you passionate about nonprofit, social enterprise, gender, diversity and inclusion, health, sales, relationships, people, the environment, tech? What are you passionate about? Okay, we have Najab, project management, business. We have looking to use coding and problem solving and leadership skills. We have equal opportunities. Okay, fantastic. Keep going because I'm going to tailor my presentation towards all of you. Okay, part of my purpose is coaching women and professionals to achieve their greatest potential. We also improve access to education. So I actually use the money from our coaching services to fund scholarships for students in Kenya. These are our 3 scholarship students. Okay, so that's a little introduction. I've popped my links in the chat already. So let's get to the fun stuff, the secrets. Okay, let's start with mindset and strategy. Okay, now I want you to have the mindset and a strategy when you approach your job search and your career. I want you to practice this. I'm an incredibly valuable professional. I have a lot of skills and strengths and experience and a lot of value to offer to an employer. And I am going to explore and research and apply and network and show up to events until I find the best possible opportunity for me. Okay, that's the type of mindset and strategy you want to have. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 tips on a successful job search strategy. It's really important for you to know your value. Okay, you must know what value you have to offer to an employer. If you don't know what you're good at, if you don't know how to communicate your background, your experience, your skills, your past success, it's very hard for an employer to know why they should hire you. So you must know your value so you can communicate your value to an employer and you can properly pitch, or what I would say, sell yourself to an employer. Okay, so it's really important you know your skills, your strengths, your past experiences, your career highlights, your proudest accomplishments, awards, certifications, what makes you different from other employees and other peers, what makes you an incredible employee, what would your boss say are your greatest strengths, what would your old boss say was your greatest accomplishment. Okay, so make a big long list. You can also do lots of different strength assessment tests if you still do not know what you're good at, or you could book a call with me and I'll help you figure it out. Number 2, figure out what you want, okay? So a lot of people are like, well, you know, I just need a job. Like I've been unemployed for 3 months or 6 months or a year, 2 years. I'm new to Canada. I'm a recent graduate. I'm pivoting and transitioning. It does not matter what your situation is. You have value to offer and you deserve to do something that you love, okay? Never think, sorry, there's weird flies in my house. Never think otherwise, okay? Never think otherwise. You're valuable and you deserve a career doing what you love, getting paid what you deserve, okay? I cannot say that enough. So figure out what your value is and what you have to offer and figure out what you want. We've already got people saying they want to make fantastic digital products using AI. I want to connect brands with audiences. I want to make a career as a training and development professional. Fantastic. Stick to that niche, stick to that passion and interest, and keep going after those things. And you want to tell everyone you possibly can about your goals and your passions and your interests. The more people that know about you and the more people that know what your goals are, the more opportunities that will come your way. Okay, secret number 2, let's talk about resumes, cover letters, okay? Pop in any questions you have about resumes, cover letters, and job applications, okay? In the chat, what are your questions? Pop them in. Okay, I've had a lot of success with resumes and cover letters myself and with my clients. I don't believe in average work, I believe in results. So I'm gonna teach you how to get interviews and how to get results. So, first tip, quality over quantity. Some people have this approach. I'm just going to easy apply on LinkedIn and apply to 100 jobs a week. That is not a successful strategy. Okay, that is not a successful strategy. No one's going to give you an interview if you just easy apply. Okay, read through the job. I want you to focus on 3 job applications a week. Okay, 3 job applications a week if you are full-time job searching. If you're working and you're busy and you have a full-time job, aim for 1 to 2 a week. Quality over quantity. 3 ridiculously high quality cover letters and job applications that will get you an interview. For every 3 applications, your goal is to get 1 interview. That's a 30% conversion rate. That's your goal. Okay, if you're applying to 20 jobs and you haven't had any interviews, let's talk, because your resume and cover letter could use some improvement. Okay, so resumes, so quality over quantity, we talked about that. Doing anything and everything you can to stand out, okay? Go the extra mile. I'm gonna tackle some of these questions in the chat. How can an entry-level person with no experience create a resume? You do have experience. You have life experience. You have experience from school. You have like lived experience. You have volunteer experience, extracurriculars, clubs, sports teams, hobbies, passion projects. You have lots of experience. If you need help communicating that experience in a strong manner, give me a shout, book a call with me, reach out to me on LinkedIn or Instagram. Addressing an employment gap, great question. It's all about how you position, how you pitch yourself, the strength of your cover letter. Honestly, in my opinion, employment gaps, no one should see that as a negative thing. People have family emergencies. People are dealing with mental health stuff. People go back to school. People take time off to travel. Okay, so that should not be an issue. Again, if you want further advice, connect with me personally and we can chat further. ATS scanning, I'm not a huge expert on. I've typically worked and applied to organizations where real human beings are reviewing cover letters. What you want to make sure is that in your resume and in your cover letter, you are using the language, the words, the language from the job description. So when you're writing a cover letter, your cover letter, you go through the job description and you say, okay, what are they looking for? What are the top 3 things they are looking for that I have to offer? And then you summarize those 3 things in your cover letter. Okay? Your cover letter should be a personal, customized letter to that organization. Do not make it generic. Do not use the same cover letter for every application. I would probably spend around 2 hours on a cover letter, and I would go through that job description 3, 4, 5 times, and I would make sure every single thing they ask for that I have is in my cover letter. Okay, there's a lot of questions here. Tailor-make resumes. I don't recommend tailor-made resumes. I recommend having one resume that is ready to go at all times that you do not touch. I recommend customizing the cover letter. The reason for that is because your resume, you don't want to have like so many different copies. It's stressful. It's too much work. One resume that is ready to go at all times. It should be either 1 page or 2 pages max, no more than 2 pages. Your resume should be a highlight reel, a highlight reel. Do not tell your life story. Do not tell boring little administrative tasks or things that you did. Focus on results, accomplishments, success, numbers, highlights, biggest accomplishments, what value you provided, what skills and strengths you used or learned or developed. Okay, big picture highlights, not your whole life story. Is it legal to be asked sexual orientation? Absolutely not. It is 100%. From my understanding, I'm not a lawyer, that is illegal. They cannot ask your sexual orientation, gender, or anything at all. Okay, I'm going to move on for time reasons. I'm not sure where we're at, but I want to be mindful of time. I will tackle some of these questions in a bit here. If anyone knows how much time we have left, just pop it in the chat. That would be great. Okay, that is resumes and cover letters. And remember, do anything and everything you can to stand out. If you're applying for marketing, graphic design roles, definitely create like a custom graphic or a Canva presentation, or even like an additional 1-page document with some client testimonials or testimonials from your past boss, or like your portfolio. Do anything and everything you can to stand out with your resume and cover letter. So you could be creative. You could tell a really unique personal story. I have a lot of my clients that openly share that they are feminists. They are a woman of color. They're a professional that experiences a mental health challenges, because it relates when they apply to a mental health organization or to a women's organization or to an organization that supports women of color. So tell a personal story. That's a great way to stand out. Okay, 6 minutes. Good. I'm going to move forward and then I'll come back to those questions. Now we've talked about strategy and mindset. We've talked about figuring out your value. We've talked about resumes, cover letters, standing out. Okay. Now let's talk about landing the job. There's 2 ways to land. There's sort of 2 tips, secrets. One is networking. Okay. You'll hear this again and again and again and again and again. Okay. Relationships, real human conversations, phone calls, video calls, reaching out to people on LinkedIn. It works. I probably had 9 out of 10 jobs that I got through some form of networking in my career. Networking is everything. Real human relationships. Do not just sit back at a computer sending cover letters all day. That is not a successful strategy. You absolutely want to follow up on LinkedIn. You want to reach out to the top 10 companies you want to work for. You want to set up a phone call. You want to set up a brief chat. You want to set up a virtual coffee chat. And you want to give yourself an interview. Do not wait for them to give you an interview. You want to reach out to them in a professional manner and get a phone call with them and show them how incredible you are. Okay, I teach this in a full coaching session, how to network. So if you're struggling with networking, give me a shout, send me a message. The second tip is you must, when you're in an interview and you're networking and you're talking to people, essentially you are selling yourself, okay? You're talking about your value, your strengths, your experience, your passion, and why they should pick you. Why should they hire you when they have dozens and hundreds of other applicants, okay? So communicating with confidence, being able to confidently speak about your accomplishments, your qualities, your strengths, and the value you have to offer is super important for the interview stage, okay? I'm going to tackle some questions now, and I'll leave my contact information. This is the program that I run, my career coaching job search program, and you can definitely reach out to me. I do also offer $100 off for anyone that attended this session. I'll actually extend that to February because I realize we're at the end of the month. So there's my information. I'm going to tackle a couple more questions here as we have some time left. I'd also love feedback. If you drop in your favorite tip that you got from today, that would be really helpful for me. Okay. Student looking for a co-op opportunity, coding, problem solving, great. Students are incredible. Never think that because you're a student, you're not good enough or you don't have enough experience. I don't believe in that. It's all about how you pitch yourself. It's all about how you communicate. It's all about how you follow up. It's all about how you build relationships, okay? You have experience as a student. Keep going, right? It's a quality game. We've talked about this, high quality cover letters, reaching out to people, going the extra mile, standing out. It's also a volume quantity game, okay? So keep putting out high quality applications, following up and building relationships. Resume, the same, addressing a large gap. Again, Debbie, reach out to me. We can talk one-on-one. I do not believe that's an issue in any way, so we could talk further. And you can address that. I can give you personalized advice on how to address that in an interview or a networking chat. How do we stand out given all the online job applications? Yeah, so don't easy apply. Read through the job description. Follow every single instruction on that job description to a T, okay? Resumes, we talked about this. Strong, confident language, highlight reel, numbers, 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 numbers. Biggest accomplishments, proudest accomplishments, anything unique that makes you stand out. Languages are great. If you speak more than one language, fantastic. Put that in your resume. If you have an award or a certification or anything notable like a scholarship or a course you did in university or school that is aligned with your future career path, include that, okay? Your resume, again, should be a highlight reel that makes you stand out. Switching careers, if you're switching careers, you want to use the language in the job descriptions that you're applying for. So if they say client, say client. If they say customer, say customer. If they say customer success, say customer success. If they say customer support, say customer support. So if you're transitioning careers, make sure the language on your resume aligns with the jobs that you're applying for, okay? Come back, immigrant, no Canadian work experience. Aparna, no problem. Again, you're not alone. We have tons of new Canadians here. And so it's all about how you communicate and present yourself, okay? You have valuable experience. You have valuable skills and experience, transferable. Everything is transferable. It is simply about how you present yourself, how you communicate, and how you build relationships. Can they ask you their age? No, they cannot. That is also illegal in Canada, I believe. So age, gender, marital status, religion, that is all illegal to ask from my personal understanding. I'm not a lawyer, but I believe that is all illegal. Okay, cool. That is everything. I'm going to pop my contact info here again. I typically do work with students, recent grads, young professionals, female professionals, women of color, and professionals that are building careers with impact, purpose-driven careers, nonprofit, international development, sustainability, diversity, inclusion, etc. But if you share my values and you want to chat further, definitely book a call with me. I'm going to put my Instagram, LinkedIn, and my complimentary career chat there, free career chat. So if you do want to chat one-on-one, definitely book a call with me there. And I hope you enjoyed this. I've loved being here with all of you, although I can't see you. But thank you so much. Keep going. Don't give up. You're all amazing. You all have value to offer. So keep going and just remember that you're valuable and someone out there needs you.
Hi, Amanda. I just wanted to come back on and say thanks again for presenting. That was really great. It was amazing. It was really fast and you packed so much information into it. And I saw you answering some questions from the chat. It was pretty good. It was really awesome.
Thank you for having me. So excited. And I look forward to connecting with everyone on LinkedIn and social.
Awesome. And just to let everyone know, so our next session starts in about 4 minutes, actually, at 2:45. And thanks again, Amanda. It was really great.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.